cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match could be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage results in a forfeit. Now, let the War Games begin!
There you are. A hauntingly familiar, unsettling entrance of Uncle Howdy. Being the one to kick off a War Games match is not easy. There's tons of pressure resting on you to get your team off to a good start.
Well, lucky for him, he won't have to wait too long until the cavalry arrives.
That's right, this team will have the numbers advantage here, but it's not so easy to capitalize on that advantage. It's only a matter of moments now until we find out if he's up to the challenge that is War Games. He's physically and mentally prepared for the task at hand in this big-time match.
Things are about to get good.
From Mexico City, weighing in at 236 pounds, Psycho Clown!
This is the kind of match where reputations are made or broken. It is a crucible in which top stars are forged.
And he is facing the ultimate challenge, trying to guide his team to victory despite being at a numbers disadvantage.
It's a tall task, but he's convinced himself and his team that they're up for it. They think they have just as good a shot at winning this as the other guys. Well, I hope that confidence isn't misplaced. In War Games, one single mistake is enough to bring your whole game plan crashing down. There's the bell, and here we go. It's time for War Games. These two are just warming things up, though. It only gets crazier from here as more combatants enter the fray. Right to the back.
Timed his defense perfectly.
The crowd is fired up. Howdy is fired up. Measured kick to the vertebrae. These debilitating forearm strikes. Clubbing away with forearm after forearm. Look at these cross faces. Leaping into the wheelbarrow, up and around.
Into the DDT.
Howdy with the counter. He's headed up. Might be going toward the top of this War Game structure. Watch out.
Poorly timed, high risk. Oh my God. He's got that look in his eye. It's go time. Drop kick to the face.
How do you even begin to approach a situation like War Games, Corey?
You have to take every advantage that arises, Cole. No one's going to get the win in War Games by taking the high road. You really have to use everything at your disposal to make sure your team gets the win. Holding cage is open, and away they go, ready to get into the action. Pile driver on its way. And now officially in the fray. It pays to be coming in and have more friends than foes in the cage. There's a wheelbarrow into the DDT.
Oh my God, something devious and dangerous in mind here. And now scaling the steel. This is either Matt. No.
Using the verticality of the cage to brutal effect. I can't believe that connected. Hard shot to the back. Here's the pump handle. Into the backbreaker. This is just nasty.
I like this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy. That was just wrong. You should be a better person than that. Oh, man. And is he? Yeah, looks like he's bleeding now. Oh, boy.
Jumping suplex released.
Big clothesline. A narrow escape.
Running Swanton finds the mark. Placed him in the corner here.
Man, a bruising use of their body.
Concentrating, coming to even up the odds. Clothesline to the back of the neck. Oh, that hurt.
And here we go. They're on a mission to save the day and won't be stopped.
And another.
Showing absolutely no mercy at all. What an onslaught. Hard shot to the back. Here's the pump handle. Into the backbreaker. Brought down with a snap air.
Boom, snapping the neck.
Just refusing to give up. Continues fighting. Agility like that, easier said than done, gentlemen. Going up. Uh-oh.
Fighting out. Hammered away with punches to the face. Man, what timing on that counter. Thunderous clothesline. And he had his number. We've got a numbers advantage incoming as the countdown is about to run out. Oh, elbow right to the breadbasket for the Chargers.
Taking head over heels. Here they come, looking to give their team the upper hand as soon as possible. Gets class handle. And some extra spice. Hold on a second. He's finding a submission hold.
Quickly counters.
Things are no longer about to be even in this one, and he wants to make sure of that. And now back in the deal with that weapon. It's like going against two competitors at once.
An elbow drop.
Wait a second. He's going up the road with the extreme taking flight. Climbing into the ring. Pretty much. And it's over. strong. Here we go. Eric's fully intent on ending things here.
Numbers about to even, but not even this.
Absolute chaos. War Games can now officially commence. Kick to the stomach. Puts an end to that. The squared circle has been transformed into a ballroom of sorts. what War Games is all about. There were points where I wasn't sure how this was going to end, but I knew this team was going to win
is a men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match could be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the War Games begin!
And here comes one of our favorites.
Introducing first, from New York, weighing in at 239 pounds, the Superstar!
You can just see the confidence in his eyes. He knows that the numbers will be in their favor tonight, and he has faith in his team to be the victors in this war. It'd be totally understandable for him to be a little shaky right now, having to be the one to start off this War Games match, but he looks solid.
But even with the advantage, this is still going to be a brutal War Games match. He and his team are going to be tested like never before.
It all comes down to this. Do they have the strength, the ruthlessness to succeed at War Games? This match has everyone backstage buzzing. He is an exciting competitor to watch. Yeah, now we're talking.
And from Mexico City, weighing in at 220 pounds, L.A. Parker!
This is the kind of match where reputations are made or broken. It is a crucible in which top stars are forged. And he is facing the ultimate challenge, trying to guide his team to victory despite being at a numbers disadvantage.
It's a tall task, but he's convinced himself and his team that they're up for it. They think they have just as good a shot at winning this as the other guys.
Well, I hope that confidence isn't misplaced. In War Games, one single mistake is enough to bring your whole game plan crashing down.
First two to be locked inside as War Games ramps up.
Yeah, Cole, remember, War Games doesn't officially begin until the last contestant enters the cage.
Well, have to see if these two have the stamina to last until then.
Getting him right into the corner. Trapping the leg.
Oh, no. An ankle breaker.
Targeting the stomach. Foot right to the belly.
He's able to reverse it. That's one of my all-time favorites.
Showing out there, submit.
Oh, what a reversal and counter by him. The running Meteora.
And would you look at this double springboard moonsault.
Corey, bit of a numbers game going into a match like this, isn't there?
Yeah, Cole, there's no telling which way the scale will tip until everyone's in the cage. But being outnumbered before that, well, let's just say it won't be a fair fight.
Oh, he's just looking absolutely bullied right now.
He has to find a way to break up this offense. Oh, man.
Countering that offense.
And he isn't looking helpless anymore. Now able to stop things, but will he gain command?
And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play.
Now a stop to the belly. Being let loose to surely become the tide turner for their team.
Climbing to the top.
From the top, double stars. Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy. Right foot hospital, right foot graveyard. This has had to be it. There's no way to recover.
Looks like the impending numbers advantage isn't enough for him.
We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold.
Looks like they're bringing additional firepower with them into what is now essentially a handicap match.
He can barely gain his footing, and he has no clue what's coming. Through the ring door and adding a bit of leverage to the situation.
He is completely focused on the task at hand here.
He's in straight-up attack mode. Oh! That should strike fear in your opponent.
Vamos, Parca, levántate.
He's doing some dangerous redecorating. I think the table really ties it all together.
He connects with a counter. Time is ticking away. Shortly we'll have a fresh competitor to even the odds.
The table practically exploding under the force of the impact. Oh, finding unique ways to break down furniture.
Was coming there.
Able to make a timely escape.
The running Meteor. A jumping stop to the gut. Jumping suplex released. Boom. Oh. He's not charged.
Get.
It's about to be an uphill battle for one team once this clock hits zero.
We are witnessing the beginning of the end. The cage has been open, and we're about to see a bit of a handicap match here, gentlemen. Time to shut the book on him for good. Come on now. Is it not enough that they're already coming in with an advantage here? Is this really necessary?
Completely entranced by this matchup now.
Can't miss action taking place in front of them. Nobody wants to break. They do not want to miss a second of the action at this point. Sledgehammer in the midsection will knock the wind out.
The timer is running out, and this next competitor will equalize things inside the cage.
Slowly getting to the door. And he is not going to like what's next. Free from the cage. He now needs to make haste to even up the fight. Sit up, powerbomb. the amount of members on each team now. This truly has the potential to become one-sided. Wait a second. Into the evades the attack.
Oh my goodness. There's it. That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys. Looking to take it to the ball.
Kane. Sent flying. And finally, he picks up the victory.
Here are your winners. Jeremiah Bates, Buddy Murphy, and Dan B. Allen.
Victory for this team, a bitter defeat for their opponents. This was a back-and-forth match. It was very exciting to watch.
I still cannot believe what we saw here tonight.
All right.
The following is a men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match could be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the War Games begin!
Here comes the new head of the table.
Introducing first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa!
Gentlemen, the street champ is in the perfect place for a good old-fashioned street fight.
We already know that War Games is where Solo Sikoa thrives. He won his first War Games match alongside his family, the Bloodline.
When you look at Solo and you see a man who seemingly wants to fight alone, but he's proven to be a valuable teammate, and there's nothing more important. Ready to wow the WWE Universe. Here comes Cruz del Toro.
And get ready for some high-speed offense.
Representing the LWO from Cordoba, Veracruz, Mexico, weighing in at 100.
War Games, famously the brainchild of the great Dusty Rhodes. You have to wonder if these superstars are looking to honor his legacy in this match.
If you mean his legacy of punishment, then absolutely. Look, Dusty was no stranger to finding innovative ways to destroy his opponent, and he really broke the mold with this idea. I fully expect these superstars to push past every limit they have. Anything less is misunderstanding the assignment. Double axe handle finds the mark. Leg drop!
Great flurry of offense from Solo.
Cruz has got to get his wits about him. Sending him all the way over to the next ring. Whoa!
Stops that offense from connecting.
Chess match of counters and reversals happening here. Boom! Running STO plants. Nicely done.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it. He almost got caught by that one. DDT! And his
as things begin to devolve even further, Corey, every competitor's head is on a swivel. Is there even room to strategize in such treacherous terrain?
I'm not sure what the game plan was for either of these teams coming into this one, but I have to imagine things are already starting to reach a point where all that planning has officially gone out the window.
And the balance of power is about to shift with this upcoming entrant. Pulled in from belly to belly.
And for the team on the wrong side of this entry, things have gotten that much more grueling.
That takes them down. Entering the ring and assessing the situation.
Stopped them in their tracks with a kick to the gut. Cut with a clothesline. Oh! Just took a very unpleasant trip from ring to ring.
Oh, my God, a clothesline.
And what a burning lariat.
Oh, what a headbutt.
On the mark.
What reflexes to stop Sikoa?
Fisherman driver. Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
Oh, he flips that around.
Zips away just in time.
Running senton. New entrant about to come in and not a moment too soon. Oh, what a headbutt.
Sent into the ropes and a sharp elbow to the back. Door swings open and out they come. And their team could definitely use their help.
Just punishing the leg.
Boom! Running FTO plants him.
Nicely done.
Doing battle in the War Games trench.
Could be a winning strategy.
Cruz is facing a beatdown.
This brutality is Sikoa's trademark.
Stopped dead in their tracks with a shot to the face. And Wilde with the wherewithal to counter. Oh, ouch.
Look at this heel hook. This is how you punish your opponent, and he's enjoying every minute of it.
for Wilde. Tama could end it there.
Taken down by the neck.
Carefully measuring, waiting to strike.
Hoisted up. Hoisted up high here. Scooping it out. Del Toro.
Del Toro has him staring at the lights.
This is going to be nasty. What a right hand that meant.
Superstar is looking to risk it all from the second row.
The next combatant on their way. Looks like things are close to a fair fight once again. Watch out! He took a hard landing into the other ring. They're not going out. Going this one. Back up in their corner.
Tama's looking to wrap this one up.
The teams are squaring up, but he doesn't think that's happening. The wrestle stopping Mysterio.
Victory nearly in the hands of Tama Tonga.
That's our final competitor. The darkest show. This is War Games.
I can't even begin to fathom all the chaos and destruction that's about to be unleashed.
Getting clocked by the axe handle. There's no, this is it. He could put him away right here. Kick out from Victor.
He's still got life from this matchup. Doc is out of danger.
Mysterio grounded. The ultimate underdog needs a miracle.
Trampling the opposition. Fantastic.
Just end this now. Making the save there. And now Tama Tonga. Suplex into the neck breaker.
Early time offense there. Sidewalking leg sweep.
Down to the optical stretch submission.
The enforcer of the
He's in deep, deep trouble. Although maybe not able to slip out of things in a couple of them. Hands right to the mouth.
The lights are out for Sikoa.
Wild top turnbuckle.
Look at this. He's about to win.
It's over. Rey Mysterio's done it.
Here are your winners, Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Lyon, Rey Mysterio, and Dragon Lee, the LWO.
And if anyone deserved to celebrate their victory, it's this team right here.
Some could argue that there are no winners in a match like this, but right now, the battlefield only has one team standing.